Typically, when people think of helmsmanship, they think about the person that's steering the ship. But really, it's about maneuvering the ship. So in Sea of Thieves, since you can use the harpoon to reposition the ship, that's what we're going to be talking about here, is harpoon helmsmanship and the best ways to get angles. So you can see I just changed the trajectory of my ship without having to go back to the wheel. I was able to hop right back on cannons. Now in most scenarios you're going to need to be near some type of land. So you're going to set your sails on half if you're on a sloop, or slow yourself down if you're on one of the bigger ships. And have your harpoon set at a backwards angle, and that will change your ship's trajectory. I slightly overdid it there, but you can get the point that you change where your ship is going. You can get on broadside a lot easier than they can. Now, harpoon helming in open water can be done, but it is a lot more dangerous because you're going to be closer to their ship. And particularly if you're a smaller ship going up against a bigger ship, you will go broadside at some point. So just make sure that your cannoneer understands that they need to be targeting the players on the ship to keep them off the cannons. But other than that, you can actually spin around their ship. This ship just got their anchor up, so now we're going side by side. And all I'm doing is making sure that we're going parallel. And then I'm trying to harpoon their players off the cannon. So even though I'm the helmsman and not the cannoneer, I'm still in the fight in some way, trying to keep them off. As a general rule for helmsmen all around, you want to make sure that you're not going broadside. But sometimes if you have to use a helm because you're having a hard time keeping up with them, you do have to get close. Like right here, I'm going broadside, which I don't recommend. But these were going to be runners, so we had to make sure that we took down their mast. So we did have to get a little bit close on them. Now this footage is from one of my cannoneers' perspectives. I'm on the harpoon, and I'm going to take our galleon around this brig that we've anchored. And you'll see that I'm taking the harpoon and just bringing this around nice and smooth around the back side of the ship, so they have an easier shot than if I was on the helm trying to turn the ship. And I can only do this because we're close to land and I had already raised mid-sail. Now after watching the footage of that in combat and how you can harpoon helm your ship, you might think, I'm ready, I'm going to go do that in combat.
You actually thought you could learn to do a full split in one night? It takes years to develop one's flexibility, and years longer to apply it in combat.
Okay, no, it doesn't exactly take years to do, but you do have to practice. It's actually something that you have to learn how to get used to, because the actual pull that you do on the harpoon will change the trajectory a little bit too dramatically if you're not familiar with how far to turn. So what I recommend is getting out your compass when you start the game and find out what direction do you want to go, and use your harpoons to see how close are you to going where you wanted to go. So I wanted to go east, and I was able to pull it and almost get there, but I still need to pull on the other side, get it as close to east as possible. So that's just kind of one of the ways that you can practice using the harpoons. So what I suggest is find yourself an island and just wrap yourself around it just using the harpoons. Put your sails down, have your wheel straight, and just cast it out and try to go around the island, keeping the ship nice and smooth. If you're saying to yourself, I don't want to take time to do this, I don't have a whole lot of time to play the game, you can actually do this while you're playing with your friends. If they're on an island doing a quest, or trying to solve a riddle, something like that, you can be practicing going around the island, so you're not actually losing any time. But as you see right here, I cast this out, give it a little bit of a tug, let it go, give it a little bit of a tug again. You see how smooth the ship is turning around the island, giving the cannoneers the best shot, nice smooth shot where the ship is not rocking, and I'm actually increasing their aim by the way that I'm helming. And that is the entire point of a helmsman, is to not only position the ship, but give your cannoneers the cleanest shot that they can. So the easiest way to practice your harpoon helmsmanship is every time you're about to leave the outpost or you're at an island, just keep using it and it'll become very natural to use this in combat. It won't feel forced. It won't feel like I messed up that plan. You'll know exactly how much to turn your ship, and you won't be running into islands or, into the other ship. So if this video has helped you in any way, let me know down in the comments section. I'm trying to focus this channel a little bit more. It used to be just for friends and families because I thought Sea of Thieves was funny. But now I'm trying to get into more focused content where I'm talking about helmsmanship. I'd actually like to see a little bit more from the Sea of Thieves family community. So that's what I'm gearing this channel towards. And if you can help me out, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching.